to the Shut Up and Work podcast. I am your wonderful host, the coach, along with my co-host, Lady G. And today, we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about a controversial statue. Now, I know this happened about a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks ago, where a statue was put up in New York City, somewhere highly visible around Times Square or something like that, of an image of the modern day Black woman, which I'm already going to disagree with that. But anyway, me and Lady G, we're going to have some fun and just give y'all some discussion on this, what we feel about it, and our opinion on this whole situation. You may not get to this episode. It may be sometime in June, mid-June or late June by the time this episode plays, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So just know it'll be archived, but we're recording this today and towards the end of May. So Lady G, here they go again. They just can't stop. So my question is, now I'm not saying is anything wrong with if that statue was actually named after a particular woman. Let's just say she was a Ida B. Wells or Mary Bethune-Cookman or Rosa Parks or somebody, and they put that statue up and that's the way she looked. I'm fine with that. And I can't think of the Fannie Lou Hamer, the famous lady in the South, I think Mississippi, Alabama, that, helped spark the civil rights movement in the South for voting and things in that nature. I wouldn't have a problem with that if that depicted an actual person. But what I have a problem with is, one, the people who put that thing up there was non-Black. I'm just going to say it, non-Black. And I guess they put it up there. I'm trying to be nice. Man, I got to stop being so nice. They put it up there in their eyes or their image of what they want to see. And I don't know if that was being a joke or whatever in that situation. But again, I wouldn't have a problem if it was somebody that we knew that lived in New York City that done something, for the community, was real instrumental in that situation. All right, go ahead.
So again, like we spoke before, I didn't know the background of this story. I've seen bits and pieces on social media, but I didn't realize that it was a non-melanated person who created this statue.
Oh yeah.
And that brings another light to it. But again, I think you made a good point. If it was somebody like, Rosa Parks, Ida B. Wells, Michelle Obama, anybody, significant being, or somebody that was really made an important impact in history, I don't think it would have been as big of an issue as it has become. And I'm kind of curious about the intentions of the statue being put up. Because I've heard and seen backlash saying it's racism, or saying like this person can't represent what the average Black woman looks like, or they're just trying to be funny. Or then it's saying, an article saying, they just can't handle a woman that looks real, or like look like a real full-figured woman, if that's the case. But some people were saying, how can you say, you put up a statue like this and it calling the woman fat, ugly, and all this other stuff. And I don't know, it's very interesting, because I don't know what the real intention was of putting that statue up, because some say it was racism, some say it was meant to spark a debate, and some people are just saying it was meant to bring light to other situations maybe that have been swept under the rug. I don't know, but it's interesting. It's very interesting.
Right. And also, if it was, let's just say, for example, the people who wanted that statue up there, let's say if it was a bunch of Black women who wanted that statue put up there to represent them, okay, I get it. I understand. But again, when it's a damn company, I believe of what I read on the background, whoever a
It's just a statue.
non-black company that decided, oh yeah, let's put the statue,
Mhm.
and it symbolizes the Black American woman. And what I'm saying is, just like men, the women in this country, Black American women, come in all shapes and sizes. You know, they don't all look like Miss Butterworks. I'm not trying to be mean, or and your mama. You know, that's my point, and that's what I have a problem. So it's not a problem of, hey, we want to show the symbolize of how important the Black woman is in this country, because Black women are important in this country. It's again, it's their perception of it. And not saying that there's not Black women who are not shaped like that. Is what we're saying is they don't represent all Black women in that shape. Now maybe they could have built a statue where it's 4 or 5 different women up there. You know, one symbolizing her, the one that they have now, one symbolizing maybe a smaller looking Black woman, one symbolizing maybe an athletic Black looking woman, one symbolizing a scholar Black woman, one symbolizing, a Black woman that's in the military or police force.
And
You
see,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what I was wondering. If it was, I didn't know it was just one statue or multiple statues. But if it's
Yeah,
just one, I think, like you said, to have several of them portray different. If it was meant to be in a good light, a good, if it was meant for good intentions, I
right,
felt, yeah, it should have definitely portrayed. It would have been a bad idea to just portray them. One as a doctor, one in the military, one who who was maybe a stay-at-home mom,
right.
who's a teacher, and different careers. If that's where they were going with that. Again, like I've read some things online where people are calling the statue just ugly, like looking like a monster. And then there are people who saying, no, this woman is being portrayed as a confident Black woman who's saying I can do it all. But again, it's like it's mixed reactions to people online, and a lot of people are not a fan of the statue. They're saying like, why did they have to have this person look like this or dress like this, or whatever the case may be. And it,
Hmm.
and like you said, I really think it could have been an idea where they could have staged or created different statues of women who different sizes, doing different things, different careers. Again, I was shocked to even see that online, because I'm like, well, okay, it's different, but what was the point of creating that and then putting it in Times Square? Because Times Square is going to be a busy area
Right,
any time of the day. So was it put there to create debate, spark debate, or create controversy, or what was the reason? So
right. Yep, my same point exactly. And let me ask you this last thing on this subject. So let's flip the script. Let's say they had put a statue of a Black man, and let's say this Black man. Let's have some fun. Let's say he was a bodybuilder. He had the prototype. He had muscle on top of muscle on top of muscle. You know, resembling a 6'3", 4, 5 man that's 300 and some pounds of muscle. Now, in your mind, would you think that would resemble all the Black men in the country? I mean, let's say you're from Jamaica and you fly to New York. Your first time in New York, you're like, oh, New York, man, and you see that statue. What would you think?
I think it would get a better reaction versus the woman is getting, honestly. I
Right,
mean, I wouldn't think that figure would portray, or would be a way to portray all the men, all the Black men, period. But I
right,
think that it would get a better reaction, just simply because of how it looks. Unfortunately, again, I don't think that it would portray like, okay, because men come in different shapes and sizes as well. And
right.
again, but again, I think it would have got a different reaction versus the how the statue now, the woman, the type of reaction that she's receiving. So Yeah, it would have been a different reaction for sure.
And it wouldn't sell, as you said. The key is it wouldn't sell in your mind that every black man, if you're traveling throughout the U.S., every black man is going to be 6 foot something,
Right,
300 pounds of muscle,
right.
or hey, oh, black men just look good because they got them big muscles.
Look,
It's not going to
yeah,
symbolize that everywhere you go, you're going to see
yeah,
different black men. Like, oh,
yeah.
this
The
look a
same,
little different.
yeah, the same for
Yeah,
women. You got women who are full figure, women that are in between, and women that are skinny. So you
right.
got the Halle Berrys, the Beyonces, and Jill Scotts, and everybody. Everybody's a different size, but I think the way they portrayed her is causing a backlash, or I,
Right.
well, I didn't see the whole outfit, but maybe they're looking like, okay, dang, the way she's dressed, but they're like, this is what a normal woman looks like. Maybe they're thinking in their heads, maybe this is what a normal day-to-day woman looks like. But like you said, black women, we can do it all. We can be doctors,
Yeah.
military, teachers, etc. So I think that's what's also creating black backlash, because they're looking at it like, okay, not all black women look like this, or we sometimes we dress up, sometimes we're comfortable. So it's a variety of things that can go into this.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's my point in the whole situation. So any last thoughts, ideas you want to say? Tell the people to go to hell, or no? Go ahead.
No, I'm kind of curious of how long it's gonna stay up, or what the result, what else is gonna, are they gonna build more statues? I'm just kind of curious of how this is gonna,
Right.
what's gonna happen, because as sometimes when something like this happens, it may get taken down, just like they erase the whole Black Lives Matter thing.
Hmm.
So again, I'm not sure what the intentions were behind this, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out going forward. So
Yep. Yeah, most definitely. So I can understand and sympathize with the people that may be upset. And it's just, again, last thing is just because that doesn't portray all the black women in society. And I think what the statue is trying to say, or the people who created, is it's a all or a vast majority. And I think that's a total lie in that situation. You know, it could be a some thing, but I just think it's a total lie that it is portraying that all black women look like that, and they baby mamas and stuff like that. So, all right. Well, with that said, hey, y'all know what to do in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on this, and how y'all feel, and we'll definitely read it and laugh and thumbs up about it. And if you want to hear other topics like this, you got to tune in, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And thank y'all so much for what y'all have been doing and helping this channel grow. So with that being said, we will see y'all next time on another episode. Take care. Peace.
Thanks for watching. And also, if you are having trouble or currently working in a toxic workplace, then look no further than my book. It's available on Amazon, called Shut Up and Work, Surviving Then Escaping the Workplace. Other than that, have a great day. Take care. Peace.